So, some kind of surprising news, rumors, whatever you want to call it. The Pittsburgh Steelers have apparently got in contact with the Jacksonville Jaguars regarding quarterback Trevor Lawrence. And this could be a very interesting trade if something like this would happen. Now, it definitely raises the question of what Pittsburgh would have to give up to get Lawrence. I saw something saying like Pittsburgh could give up a first and like a fourth this year and then a second next year for Trevor and gets like a late round pick in return for this season. And that could happen. But the thing is, if the Jaguars really want to move on from him, is Pittsburgh going to have to give up that much in return to get Trevor? Do I think Trevor's a good quarterback? I do. Do I think that he's definitely struggled being in Jacksonville? Absolutely. Doug Peterson, I believe he was there with Urban Meyer. That whole coaching carousel they got going on down in Jacksonville definitely did not help. Trevor has shown some bright spots, him with Christian Kirk, that looked like a very good, and even like DJ Chark, he made DJ Chark look good. I do believe that Trevor can be a good quarterback. Would I like to see him in Pittsburgh? I think so. Is he better than what we had last year? I do believe so, though. I am a Justin Fields, I don't want to say lover. That sounds wrong. Enjoyer. Sounds wrong too. But to be fair, I am an Ohio State fan, so him being an Ohio State quarterback, that definitely helps that whole situation. Would I like to see Justin Fields back? Absolutely. Do I want Russ back? Absolutely not. Would I take Trevor Lawrence over the both of them? I would definitely highly consider doing that. Now, Trevor Lawrence versus Aaron Rodgers, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence all day long. Other quarterbacks around the league, Matthew Stafford. Stafford looked very good this year, but he is getting older. I don't want to have a Russ situation all over again with Matthew Stafford. There's rumors about Kyler Murray possibly being, not really shopped, but, Cardinals are they're listening to offers, not actively trading him or anything, but they're listening. Kyler Murray could be interesting. He's definitely shown some bright spots. Now, would I take Kyler or Trevor? That is kind of hard. Kyler definitely has the ability to run and pass. But height is definitely an issue. And that kind of something that Russ kind of struggled with this year was his height behind our offensive line. And it definitely showed, not throwing in the middle of the field almost basically at all. And, Trevor, I think it could work out. I think Mike Tomlin could be the coach that Trevor needs to succeed. Whether our OC can, kind of do things or not, we'll have to see about that. But I would definitely consider taking Trevor Lawrence if I was the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think it could be a solution for a absolute hole in our team. The quarterback is our most needy position by far, probably followed by, some offensive line help because the offensive line looks kind of horrendous, especially Broderick Jones. I don't know what happened to that man, but he felt like his rookie year. We were like, why weren't we starting this guy all along? Why did we wait this long? To this year, it's like, get this guy off of our team. I don't want to see him ever again. And then holding penalties. My God, the amount of holding penalties. He got benched because he had like 2 or 3 holding penalties in a row this season at one point. That would definitely be something. Now, Trevor has been sacked a lot, like 112 times in his career, and he's only been in the league 4 or 5 years. That is a lot of sacks, a lot of hits on the body. And that's not even including, getting hit after the pass as well. If Trevor would come, he definitely needs some offensive line help. And by God, they need some more receiver help. George Pickens can't do it all. Calvin Austin was actually a very, bright spot in the offense this year. It was kind of a pretty big surprise. And Trevor does like to air it out. And I think Calvin Austin, that Trevor connection would be pretty good. But we would need another receiver on that team, whether it's Roman Wilson, who just went missing, or signing somebody, trading for like a Deebo Samuel. But if you're trading for Trevor, are you going to really have all that draft capital to do so? If you bring in Trevor, you need to help that offense out. That defense struggled a lot this past year. It was very uncharacteristic of the Steelers the last few weeks. This defense definitely won some games early in the season, and they definitely lost some games later in the season, and the offense play did not help later in the season. You need to help that offense out. Get another offensive lineman or two, and get receivers. Good God, please get receivers. figure out what to do with Naj. If I was personally the Pittsburgh Steelers, I would re-sign Naj. If I had to choose between Warren and Naj, that's very, very hard. I would love to keep them both. It's just hard when Naj has been such a consistent running back. He's not gonna, bust those 40-yard plays, but he's gonna consistently grind out the defense and wear them down. It's kind of, it might be kind of one of those arcs that Derrick Henry went on. And Derrick Henry wasn't the most amazing back his first few years. He kind of was much like Naj, where, he wasn't going to bust big plays off, but he was going to run through people, run people over, that kind of thing. So Naj is definitely a weird spot on that running back backfield. And then Jaylen Warren, if could he be a running back one? I believe so. I definitely think that he's benefited from being a running back too. Even like a third down running back, that kind of thing. So it could definitely be interesting to see if he could start. But yeah. So please let me know what you guys think about Trevor Lawrence. What do you think the trade compensation would be? Make sure you guys drop a comment below. Make sure you guys follow us on all social medias down below, and even more, just RPO Cast, wherever you can search it up. We're probably there. I mean, YouTube, Twitter, Insta, Facebook. I'm sure we're on Red Note, TikTok, like we're everywhere, man. So feel free to follow us, and I will see you guys in the next video.